what I've learned about myself, the 27th of May, 2026. I'm proud of myself. Proud to be showing up for myself each and every day. Proud of how I built up slowly this time. Instead of falling victim to the same trap I'd fallen into time and time again. This time has been different. I always want radical change. It usually works for a time and then would inevitably fall apart because I had not taken the time to build a solid foundation. This time has been different. Aware of myself and all of my flaws, a new approach was needed. Rather than pressure, rather than getting in over my head, I started with a new goal in mind and broke it down into much more manageable habits that I could begin to layer in more once a new habit had become just that, a new habit. Instead of waiting for one grand moment of success, I was able to break it down and experience each small win as its own success. I've lived my entire life under immense pressure, pressure that was entirely self-created, and a pressure that has led me chasing a life that I've never actually wanted for myself. It is the first time that I've truly felt proud of myself. I've begun to face my biggest fears, only to realize they were never really as big as I'd made them out to be in my own head. And this is just the start of the rest of my life, and the start of a new chapter that I've always felt destined to live out. This is my life, and it is time to take charge of my mind and my future. So every day I've just been feeling so much better, had so much energy, and like I said in the beginning, for the first time ever, I've been able to tell myself that I am actually proud of myself. I've always been my own worst critic, telling myself that whatever I was doing was not enough. But then, who even was that enough for? Where did that feeling of enough come from? I've now realized that you need to become your own best friend. And for my whole life, I've actually hated myself, or at least told myself that I hate myself. My whole life has been stuck in this really negative way of thinking. I've always told myself, I'm a piece of shit. I don't deserve anything. And no wonder I always felt like a piece of shit, and that I wasn't feeling like I was getting what I deserve, or I was actually getting exactly what I had created in my own life. It's just been so interesting to be able to spend that time to be able to unpack my own way of thinking. Before, I'd wake up at 8:30 and was straight into my phone, straight into scrolling on social media, seeing other people succeeding and telling you what to do to reach that same level of success. But what if I never wanted that level of success in the first place? What if my definition of success is a simple life with good relationships, where you can find joy in just being alive. And I've had so many brief glimpses of what that life could be like. There were so many things that I was doing before that was actually stopping me from being happy. And most of those were trying to chase accomplishments. Accomplishments in terms of business and being out in the real world, not realizing that success is actually an internal process. For me, it is anyway. That's what I'm also trying to do. Is I'm trying to show through these videos what I've learned to understand about myself, but I don't want to suggest anything to anyone, because I don't like when people suggest or tell me what to do. That's what I've also realized is even just in like dynamics with friends, is we always want to help our friends get through a challenge by suggesting things that they can do to get through it, instead of just being there with them, helping them feel the sadness and accepting the sadness so that they can move through it and then start to, at their own pace, put in their own practices to help them move through it. And I've also, again, just realized how everyone needs something different. I've, over the last 10 years, started to figure out what works for me. Like, one thing that doesn't work for me is just talking about my problems. So then the way that I've got around that is, when I do feel like I need a big release, I've been going to have a Reiki session. And in that session, I can talk about what's troubling me at the top of my mind, and then feel that the deeper work is being done on an energetic level to help me clear that. So yeah, over the next, every day, there's just going to be more that I get to learn about myself. And I just love being here and doing this. I've just really not found my new passion, but rekindled a passion that I've always felt is an essential part of my being, that the last 10 years has made me bury under so many other levels, and now it is finally coming back to the surface again. So I hope you get to enjoy a bit of seeing my own self-evolution, because I just want to be able to, through what I am doing for myself and learning about myself, hopefully that can inspire someone else to take charge of their own life and do their own internal reflections and spend more time with themselves, getting to know themselves. And yeah, the earlier on you can figure it out, the better your life can be. I would be so scared that I only discovered this when I was, say, 60 years old, or even 70, or even later. But even then, it's not too late. And it's all about making your life better going forward than it has been in the past. And that requires a lot of work. You can't just expect life to get better and not do anything about it. You have to take charge Start small. Don't get in over your head. Don't be like me well, not like me now, but be like I have been doing for the past 10 years. I've been thinking a lot this morning about the story of the tortoise and the hare, and how I have always been the hare, constantly resting, getting energy, going balls to the wall, burning out, not getting to the finish line, and the whole time the tortoise is making slow and steady progress towards the finish line. And when I've burnt out, it has the chance to overtake me. So I'm going to take some lessons from the tortoise and slow my life down. So yeah, hope I can inspire someone. And as I said, I will be here every single day showing up for myself. So I hope you enjoy and see you tomorrow.